is our church's special blessing song. So we will bless all of you with our music.
The earth welcome your footsteps. May the wind sing your tale. May fire dance from your fingertips. May the oceans feed your sail. May your courage never fail you. May your words be blessed with grace.
May the spirit of inspiration light your way. And the ancestors. And so we're going to start there at the point of the year between autumn and winter. Up here it's between autumn and winter. And we're going to do a song about the ancestors. It's called Because You Lived. It's for them. It's for all those ancestors, not just of blood, but of your hearts, the ones who left things for your mind, for your spirit, and many other things.
Our veins
parties and lighting bonfires and candles and having lots of people in to feed them lots of food. And it's the darkest, cold time of the year. It's the shortest day and longest nights of the year. And so we have this urge to have lots of celebration as a kind of spell of abundance to hopefully make it so that we can make it through the winter. And regardless of what holiday you celebrate at that time, the lights and the fellowship and the decorating and everything really is something to give us joy in the darkness and touch our hearts. And so this song here is for the solstice, and it's called Last Night of Hope. And it honors the fact that in ancient times, they would wait for the solstice because they would worry that the sun was going to go away forever. And this is the last night that you have to hope for the sun to come back, and now you can really see that it is actually coming back. So, okay, ready?
Blessed be your heart and home, blessed be your family, blessed be the friends in your home. Blessed be the ones who have more and to share, and the ones who have nothing at all. Gather
brighter, bright on that white snow and that bitter cold. And we are, at this point, wondering when the winter is going to end. It just keeps going. So what key is this? C, right. Where we are seeing that winter is ending and that spring is on its way. So we wrote a song called Equinox Rising, which is about that moment for this particular area. All right.
Sunrise, morning breaks over the bare field, cracking the crust of my soul's shield, melting the ice of my sky.
to May Day, to where we have actual green, mostly, around here. And we put the maypole, and we dance around the maypole, and we're starting to see flowers, and we're starting to see trees leaf out, and it's time for celebration. So.
We open earth, and earth receives you, gives you life, and we believe in you. We open earth, and earth receives you, gives you life, and we believe in you. We open earth, and earth receives you, gives you life, and we believe in you. We open earth, and earth receives you, gives you life, and we believe in you. Open earth, and earth receives you, gives you life, and we believe in you. Green growing, free and glowing, power striving, earth is every day knowing, power shining, as the May growing, sing and joyous, power striving, as the sky is green and knowing, power striving, as the flowers spring and sowing, power striving, as the seeds of green and glowing, power striving, as their ocean runs going, tall striving, as their cries of love nurse, is striving light, and we call the trees like bright light, and the oak as neighbors as our dawn. Linden dances with the sun, and the blazing season turns and gone, and the red starlight ripples sky, the wreath is spinning with the yearly span, the world from spring to bloom, and the bells and sound, as the spring and Jesus falling, rich and dancing wisdom, melody, marvel, work, and send the spark from eye to eye, from heart to heart. We bless the land as the land blesses us. May we bless the land as the land blesses us. May we bless the land as the land blesses us once more.
Our next song is called Longest Day, because this is the point when we get to the summer solstice, which is the longest day. And in some traditions, it's a time of joy in the sun's light. And in some traditions, it's a time of mourning, because it's the idea that this is the sun's greatest height, and then the sun dies and falls the rest of the year into its eclipse. And so it's both a time of joy and a time of sorrow. And it reminds us both of how beautiful things are and that everything has a cycle of up and down. And so here we go, Longest Day.
Meet at dawn to watch and wait, the turning of eternal fate. We need to honor the year's long flight, as the east sky fills with golden light. sunset to watch and wait, held helpless in the web of fate, as the season turns from wax to wane, as his rays spill red like crimson rain, and the holly lifts his head to the ground, and we weep for the oak as he comes down. And we weep for his lost love beneath our feet. The dance has trampled the circle round, for all things gold must high go down. We stand together, but we feel alone, as his rays sink slow on the standing stone at the end of the longest day. At the end of the longest day. What is wound around the sun may in no wise be undone. Crowned with gold, wreathed in joy, substance death cannot destroy. At the end of the long, 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 at the end of the longest day.
So the next holiday we come to was called, in some places, Lammas, in some places, Lunenburg. And it's around the 1st of August. And it's when the harvest starts coming down. And this is a holiday that was always very bound up with food. And so at this time of the year, we look at the food and that we eat and all the things that die so that we can survive. And we give thanks. And so this is our Lammas prayer.
We give thanks today for the fields that yield their bounty to our hands. May we all yet come to turn and learn. We survive by the love of the land. For the lives we take in our greed and need, stripping every flower and weed. We give thanks to the earth and her glorious gifts. We must never forget, only life feeds life. We must never forget, only life feeds life. We give thanks to the oldest of them all, to the great largest of the trees, giving up their children one by one in the flesh and pass on the seas. May our bodies someday feed these roots that fed our bodies this night. Surrender ourselves to the endless chain. We must never forget, only life makes time. We must never forget, only life makes life. We give thanks to those born in the spring, who live not to the winter's flood. To she who gives her mother's milk, to he who gives flesh and blood. We give thanks to the hindmost of the herd, who is sacred
us around to our final holiday, which is the fall equinox, all the way across from the spring equinox. And in the old times, they used to call the fall equinox the reckoning day, because at this point, the harvest is coming in pretty seriously. And the ancestors knew at this point whether they were going to be able to make it easily through the winter or not, or whether it was going to be a time of famine by February, whether they were going to have enough, whether their neighbors were going to have enough, whether there was enough to share and to go around, or it was going to be a tight year. So this is the time of reckoning and the time of the leaves falling.
Still like the wind that shears the fields down, far along the stubble, the meadow's broken crown, wind like the sickle that reaps the trembling leaves, strips away their beauty, shows the naked bones beneath. Who like the sickle against the sky, he stands his sacred watch as we all reap our truth and lies. He asks us of the work we've done, the harvest from our clay, the fruit we gather with our hands, as the wild year spins to the tune of the reckoning day. Did you waste your life away? Can we measure out your light and dark, and weigh your soul in the balance of night and day? The price we have to pay, the summer yields her golden crown as the leaves come down at the end of the reckoning day. Did you reap your life's own bounty, or did you cut your hopes instead? Remember that in 40 days this land walks with the dead. Did you count each blessing and each fear for next year's vital seas? Did you cut down what was right to go and plow the rest beneath? Are you doomed to have to borrow? Do you have enough to lend? Are you safely around within the ties of family and friends? You preserve each perfect memory and hoard them safe away. But you all slip through your fingers and empty-handed you come to the reckoning day. Did you waste your life away? Can you measure out your light and dark and weigh your soul in the balance of night and day? The price we have to pay, the summer yields her golden crown as the leaves come down at the end of the reckoning day. Are your friendships